House public. Okay. Alright, as I was saying, I'm sorry my camera seems a little fuzzy. Trying to get it right here. This is not a professional good camera. This is only the camera that came on my webcam. So, as I was saying, in this podcast, my first podcast, and hopefully not my last, um, we're going to be talking about what's going on with the releases in the WWE, and we're going to talk about why AEW keeps, why they keep leaving the AEW specifically. Is AEW trying to start a war, a promotion war? We're going to get to that right now. But first things first. All right. So, y'all give me 1 second. I'll make it to this. Okay. Copy. All right. Go ahead and fix this. All right. So I copied this from itnwwe.com. We'll go ahead and display it on the screen right now. Well, that is not the style that I wanted. So I might have to do some. I might just have to read it to y'all because there's a lot. I was gonna try and display it on screen for you guys because this is all new to me. I was gonna try and do it, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. All right. So first of all, trigger warning because yeah, um, I know I hated a lot of these releases. They still trigger me to this day. So here we go. Uh, these are all the people that were just released on the 2nd, which is Wednesday. Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Ruby Riott, Lana, Buddy Murphy, Santana Garrett on NXT. Now, I want to say before we move further, this is going to be a shoot style podcast, so there's going to probably be some bad words. So if you're not good with that, like it says in the description, then please feel free to turn it off. Okay, I'm going to look at Braun Strowman and Aleister Black one more time. Okay, first of all, Aleister Black was just on TV not too long ago. Give me a second. There we go. My screen got something. Aleister Black was just on TV not too long ago. I think about 3 weeks ago. And Braun Strowman just had a title shot. Were these just like WWE's last attempt to do something with them? Because uh, I don't think that makes any good business sense. Let's see, Ruby Riott. Why the fuck would you break up another successful tag? I would say successful in the sense of they've been a tag team for a good long time. A good long time before y'all broke them up. I wouldn't say successful as in they got anything done. I mean, but still, just in the case of the Iconics, just like the Iconics, y'all break up a tag team. And these two got back together, I would say, about 3-4 months ago, just for y'all to do nothing with them. Lana was actually getting good with her in-ring capabilities. Buddy Murphy, and this is the thing that pissed me off, Vince McMahon himself. Vince McMahon himself said he couldn't see anything to do. He had nothing planned with Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. these two talents were, you know, they're talented. You know, you just wrote them off because you couldn't see anything. You could have sent Alistair and Buddy Murphy back to NXT and let Triple H take the reins on this one. Santana Garrett was in NXT, and now for certain ones I'm gonna have to look up. So give me 1 second. All right, so need to look up the real reason why Velveteen Dream was released by NXT. He had allegations. Okay, so a whole lot of people don't know that Velveteen Dream had allegations against him. Because he was talking to a 17-year-old girl. I don't understand what it is with people in power. Oh, hey Lazarus, what is up? Okay, well, probably gonna do a stream on Tuesday, like my normal stuff. But right now we're talking about the stream of my talking about talking about WWE. I don't know if you're a fan of WWE. I am, but I've been a fan of WWE pretty much my whole life. So this had to happen for me. Velveteen Dream was not a COVID casualty. He was not released because of the allegations for him talking to a 17-year-old girl, which I'll get to that. It's not WWE related, but I'll get to that because there's a lot of that going on. His behavior as well. And then let's get back to the COVID releases. We got Jessamine Duke, who I know is up and coming. Vanessa Bourne, Skylar Story. Some of these people I've never heard of. Ezra Judge. Now I know one of the Forgotten Sons was one of the hold on, I'm trying to go back. And sometimes I hate my computer. Okay. Give me 1 second, yo. Yeah, Alexander Wolf from NXT UK. Skylar Story was the one that really pissed me off. We're gonna go ahead and get to Samoa Joe right now. Alexander Wolf was on NXT UK, so we're gonna get to these big ones right now because I want to talk about those ones. Talk about Daniel Bryan. Now, Daniel Bryan wanted to retire, but he had to finish out his contract. That's why I think that this whole thing with him getting a title shot, I think this whole thing was something he asked Vince for. It just made him sound like a whiny bitch on TV. This whole thing was planned. It was a retirement thing that he is getting his one last shot at WrestleMania, and that was it. And then his contract was actually set to expire the day after the SmackDown after WrestleMania, or 2 weeks after that, where he got his last shot. And then if he lost, he was off SmackDown. Instead of going to Raw and getting another chance, he's like, "No, I got kids at home. I got a wife. I think I'm just gonna go home." But then I saw something on I saw something on TikTok the other day where trailer where it had the Yes logo for Impact Wrestling. So I'm actually gonna watch Slammiversary. I haven't watched Impact Wrestling in a very long time, so I'm gonna check it out. And we're gonna see if these rumors are true because we're seeing the Iconics on there, maybe Samoa Joe and Daniel Bryan. And speaking of Samoa Joe, that one pissed me off because he didn't really. He kept getting injured, and he was put on announcing, and then like he never recovered. Like a lot of these new announcers that come in to take his place, I never, you know, I don't really like those new announcers. He was doing a great job, I think. Let's see, the Iconics. It still irks me that they broke up. It still irks me because y'all did nothing with them. You put Billy Kay with Carmelo for some reason at WrestleMania, only for them to lose. Peyton Royce wanted a chance, got a chance, and then that was it. And then, just never really heard from again. Teamed up with Lacey Evans that had no output. Mickey James. Now, the Mickey James story is a great is a crazy one. And I'm gonna look up the fact right now because yeah. All right, let's see here. All right, so for those of y'all who don't know, apparently, Mickey James' personal effects were just dumped in a trash bag and mailed to her. And here's what I think. I think that maybe the McMahons did just do this, and they wanted a scapegoat. They just wanted a scapegoat, and I'm trying to figure out who the person was. I think it was uh, Mark Carrano, who dumped it all in a trash bag. I think they just needed a scapegoat. I don't think Triple H would do this. I think this is the work of Steph and Vince, but that's just my opinion. They just dumped their stuff in a trash bag and, yeah, did away with her. So let's continue. Chelsea Green, which honestly should have left when her husband left her husband, Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder. When Zack Ryder got dumped, she should have gone too. That's just my opinion. Tucker, y'all shouldn't have broke Heavy Machinery up. I know that you needed a convincing way to give Miz the money in the bank and make Otis lose, but breaking them up was not a convincing way. Kalisto had a lot going for him. He won the United States Championship, the Cruiserweight Championship. That's a big oof. Yeah. Bo Dallas, I agree that he should have been let go. I agree with that one. Uh, ever since his Bo leave thing, I think that y'all have been just trying desperately to give him a gimmick. He's been off TV since November of 2019. So why would you keep him around for 2 years if you're not gonna do anything with him? I almost forgot about Mojo Rawley. He promoted the hell out of Rob Gronkowski coming to the WWE for what? For what? He didn't really do anything. He had a match in 2020, and that was his last match was in 2020, and it was up against Shorty G of all people. No, you're not getting any of this. No, you're not getting any popcorn. I should have left it out. I should have left the popcorn out. I wonder if it's still good. No, it's not. I'm not letting you kitties have it. You'll choke on it. Oh yeah, I did say one of the Forgotten Sons, Wesley Blake. Oh, this is the big thing because this is what the second topic's gonna be. Well, the second, third, Andrade. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, and I might spoil it for you, and I'm sorry, but this last Wednesday, Andrade was revealed to have signed with AEW as Vicky Guerrero announced him out to the ring, and we all know Charlotte cannot act her way out of a paper bag, acted shocked. Girl, you knew. Girl, you knew. You're engaged to the dude. You knew. Absolutely a million percent knew that this was happening. Don't act shocked because you work for the company that canned him. Now we're gonna get to the shocking one. The ones I never thought I'd see coming. Now, Big Show. Personally, I thought Big Show Paul White was retired. I thought he was retired for the longest time because the last time we saw him compete was when he came back to help Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens last year. But I might be wrong. Let me double check on that. Yeah. Oh yeah, his last match was actually the dark match against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. I thought that was his last match. Oh yeah, and they also cut another Forgotten Son, Steve Cutler. And they're just letting everyone go there. Let's talk about Christian and Mark Henry real quick. First of all, seeing Christian jump ship from WWE to AEW was, ignore my cats, guys. I'm sorry. Was something else. I mean, am I gonna say I was shocked? Not really, but it really wasn't a surprise. And let me explain to you why. Because lately, it seems that AEW has been picking up WWE talent the last 2 years, and I kind of trailed off there, guys. I'm sorry. And Paul Heyman even said at one point that Christian would be used in this angle between him and Edge, and I think Christian didn't want any piece of that, so he left. Mark Henry. Now, I don't think Mark Henry can compete anymore, so I kind of want to know what they're going to use him for. Now, I might have to look, because Mark Henry is one of my favorite wrestlers. I kind of want to know what they're going to use him for, because I don't even think he can compete anymore. And, yeah, I think that's it on the list of people who have been cut through COVID and through all this year. And let me find a second if I can show you the video that I was talking about. Because if I can find it, I'll show it to you guys. Apparently, I don't know.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's wordy and hard to read. It undermines the writer's message, and the word choice is bland. Grammarly's cutting-edge technology helps you craft compelling, understandable writing that makes an impact on your reader.
I'm playing it in a
much better. Are you ready to give it a try? Installation is simple and free. Visit Grammarly.com today.
You see, it's got Samoa Joe and a couple of other people, and that was it. You know, I was looking for the one that showed Daniel Bryan, but I guess I'll keep looking for it in a little bit. But apparently, it's been showing clips of, you know, the yes in the same font it was in WWE. Samoa Joe, old school Samoa Joe, with the towel around his neck and all that good stuff. Well, you know, he still had that gimmick, but he wrestled for Impact for so long. Mickie James, maybe even the Iconics. We already know that, well, we don't know for sure. There's a rumor that Peyton Royce is going to jump to Impact, which I don't know how I feel about that. And I hope that Billie Kay makes the same choice, because they did a lot in the WWE. They were the second women's tag team champions. They held that for the second longest time, because Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler actually held them for the longest. And sorry guys, I'm hungry. Yeah, I honestly think that the best thing that would come out of them going somewhere other than WWE is obviously them being together wherever they are. Now, let's talk about Daniel Bryan, because Daniel Bryan's a wildcard in all of this, and I honestly think if they sign Daniel Bryan, then WWE is going to be hating themselves. Because, from my understanding, his contract expired. He didn't want to renew, and that was on him. So that means he was fed up with the product as well. And so the whole thing is, if he wants to retire, why wouldn't he retire? Maybe he was just done with WWE. Maybe he's just done with their bullshit and want to be part of something, you know. So we'll find out in July. I actually want to get the date real quick. Okay, July 17th. We'll find out July 17th. Live on pay-per-view. What exactly happens? Now, will Mickie James come back? Yes. Yeah, I think she's going to do this until she dies. She loves the sport. She's married to Magnus. I don't know his real name. No. Alright guys, give me a second, because I gotta put this up, because the kids keep trying to grab it. No. And I'm back. Anyways, I said Mickie James will probably do this until the day she dies. Samoa Joe will probably go to Impact because, it's his home. Will Daniel Bryan go? I don't know. We'll find out in July. And I hope the Iconics stay together no matter where they go. Now, before AEW, Impact was the place for former WWE superstars to go. MVP went there, Booker T went there, Kevin Nash, Kurt Angle, let's see here, Christian was there, let's see, Bobby Lashley, Mick Foley, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair. The list can go on. Actually, I'll give you the whole list. I was trying to look at the WWE superstars in the past. So apparently, I can't do that. Mickie James as well, Victoria, Christy Hemme. Geez, this is a lot of people that they used to have there. And I'm not familiar with the product again because I am a WWE fan. But I also used to watch TNA back in the day, and it's because they had all those stars that I watched it. And here's the thing here. If you're really quick with it, you realize that Kurt Angle spent more time in Impact than he did with the WWE. Excuse me. Yep, that's 1,000,000% true because he was only in WWE for 7 years until he left. He went to Impact for about 10. And he didn't really wrestle all that much when he came back. So that's why I say he spent more of his time in Impact than he did in WWE. Which is just a fun factoid. Alright. Now, let's talk about... Or actually, I have a subtopic. Let's talk about why the ratings are going down for WWE. Okay. I think one of the reasons that Raw's ratings are starting to slip is because you have a badass like Shayna Baszler feuding with a doll. And yes, I said those words correctly. Feuding with a doll. For Christ's sake. Not only that, but you got Drew McIntyre, who carried the COVID era, pretty much that's what I'm gonna call it, the Thunderdome / COVID era, on his back for all this time. But now we got a new WWE champion. And Drew McIntyre keeps getting shot after shot after shot. And that personally pisses me off because he's getting all these shots. And meanwhile, no one else is getting any shots over here. Braun Strowman got one. Kofi Kingston has yet to get a WWE Championship match against him. Well, honestly, he did pin Bobby Lashley, whether it be with the help of Drew McIntyre or not. He did get a pinfall from him. So where's his shot? The state of Raw is just going way downhill. Now let's talk about SmackDown. Oh yeah. With Roman Reigns as the Universal Champion, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. That's a $1 million idea. And that's why no one's been able to bring that reign to an end, because Honestly, I don't think anyone can end that right now. Excuse me. I think Shinsuke Nakamura could do it if Vince decides to back him, which I don't think he will. So the reign of the head of the table is going to continue for quite a long time. Now, NXT kind of have a weird relationship with that. Because I watch it every now and then, but I still keep track of it. I know that Bronson Reed just won the North American title. Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae are crazy. They're crazy. The Undisputed Era is kaput. Excuse me. Adam Cole is trying to snake his way into winning the NXT Championship, which Karrion Kross won. So, I don't know if they're talking about moving Finn Balor back to the main roster, but I think now's the time that they should. And last but not least, let's discuss why. Okay, so. Alright, give me a second. I need to look something up. Okay, so let's go back to January 1st. Give me a second. Kitty, yeah. Kitties love to chew cords. I like to chew. I like to play with ours. Like the PlayStation cords, the Switch cords. Yeah, we love to play with them. But anyways, let's see. AEW was founded in January 1st, 2019. So, let's see. I can't seem to find any. Let's see if I can. Alright, so we're going to look at the full roster here. Okay. So, when Chris Jericho said that he signed with AEW, he said, quote, we're not going to just pick anyone, especially if you work from WWE. We're very selective, okay? Well, I know you don't run the promotion, but it actually seems like y'all aren't as selective as you think. Now, let me get very specific with that, and I'm going to read off a list of names as soon as I find them. Well, first of all, Chris Jericho himself was from, WWE. He was in WWE a long time. But also, I'm not going to count Cody because he's the vice president. Andrade being one of them. Shawn Spears, a.k.a. Ty Dillinger, from NXT. Don't think he got much of a push. Pac, a.k.a. Neville. Hell, I wish I could show you this, guys. Yeah, see that picture? That's the picture they had on GameSpot with him having the cruiserweight title. That's the picture that shows him on AEW. Let's just let that sink in for a minute. Let's see here. Who else? Billy Gunn. Well, He's a producer, not very much a performer. Get back. I don't really count Cody because he's the vice president. John Moxley, of course. Let's see who's here. Well, they just signed Brandon Cutler. Which I thought was on my list. I was just talking about someone. Oh, no, excuse me. That's unrelated. It's Steve Cutler. Okay. They got. But we're talking talent. We're talking in-ring talent. People who worked in the ring. Dustin Rhodes, aka Goldust. Well, we had to imagine the Rhodes brothers would go wherever the other one went. Matt Hardy, Andrade, Big Show, Christian, Jack Hager. Let's see here. I can't think. Jack Hager, aka Jack Swagger. Taz announcing. Yeah, John Moxley, like I mentioned earlier. By the way, I like this picture. They have Awesome Kong, which was in WWE for a while, but it's most known for, I think, New Japan and Impact. Tully Blanchard? Freaking A. Let's see here. There was someone else I can't remember right now. Christian Cage. Yeah, Jake Hager. Andrade. Let's see here. Yep, Taz is a promoter. Jake the Snake Roberts is a promoter as well. Matt Hardy. Vicky Guerrero. Which is wow. Oh yeah, Rusev. Rusev was the one I was thinking of. That was the biggest one, I think. Okay. So and Brody Lee, rest in peace. Is it a bad thing that these guys found a home after they were dropped from their dream job? No. But in my opinion, it seems like AEW is trying to be like WCW and pick up all these wrestlers that come from WWE, just like WCW did, so it can compete with them. And it looks like they're winning right now because all these people that you're releasing, okay, let's look at all these people. Velveteen Dream, let's see. Velveteen Dream's probably going to be heading over there soon enough. But Andrade, Big Show, Mark Henry, Christian Cage, Matt Hardy, all these people that y'all let go. We might even be seeing more people. There's a rumor that Peyton Royce is also going to go there to be with her husband, Shawn Spears. So you never know. I would love to see Braun Strowman down there. I would absolutely lose my mind. I saw Braun Strowman and Aleister Black on there. Lana has a chance to be with her husband. Buddy Murphy would get great stuff done there. I mean, possibilities are endless. It seems like Vince is losing his grip on his company. One by one, his fingers are being broken back, so he's starting to lose his grip. The strings are right here. Strings are right here. Every so and so, every time he has to release someone, it's like breaking his fingers back tightly. He has them tightly removed. The blood and everything is still on the ropes, but he's losing his grip very slowly. And is there anything he could do to salvage anything? I mean, he can, for one, stop having Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler team anymore, because they're not the tag team champions. You can stop having Shayna feud with a doll. I've never seen Nia Jax this love struck. Come on, this hard up over a man hit her entire career. Her entire career, I've never seen this before. So obviously, I don't think they're gonna team up anymore. Alexa Bliss has a good thing going on with Lily, but seeing her feud with someone, Nikki Cross is getting back in the title picture. I think it's been about a year since she feuded with Bayley. I think she needs to get back in the title picture. I would actually like to see her win a title one day, but I don't think right now it's in the cards because Rhea Ripley just won that thing. The thing is, Charlotte knows who she is. She knows who she is. She knows what she's capable of. That's why she just keeps getting shots after shots after shots, and that's not right for everyone else. It's not America, it's North America. She keeps getting all these shots that she gets because of her last name. It's not fair to all the other women. And Rhea Ripley, I think, was standing up for all those other women. Now, if we get a Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte one-on-one, then we'll get like a rematch from WrestleMania 36, where instead of losing the title, this time Rhea Ripley will retain. That's what I would like to see. That's what I think it would save them. And keeping Roman Reigns as the head of the table, having him have tough opponents like Cesaro was a tough opponent. Kevin Owens was one of them too. Tough opponents that take him to the limit, but don't quite have him lose. Don't have him lose the title until he actually does. As a surprise, like maybe a surprise roll up where he loses the title. Make him keep looking strong, but at the same time, get him to lose that title. We'll let him see it with someone else. Let the title be with someone else. That would be great. Shinsuke Nakamura is my pick for that one. Sheamus needs to win the Intercontinental Championship before he becomes a Grand Slam and before he does everything. I actually think he needs to lose this and somehow make his way over to SmackDown within the next year and win the Intercontinental Championship. I don't see anyone beating Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship, at least of all. Not Big E. Not Kevin Owens either. I don't see anyone taking that away from him except for Finn Balor. Well, that might be it. So having Sheamus take it from Finn Balor would be great. This would be great. NXT is doing perfect. I don't see them making any changes, except maybe let's not let Adam Cole win the NXT Championship again. I mean, he just had it. He dropped it like that. Just a second. Okay. Okay, never mind. I take those back. I take that word back because he won that almost a year ago. I still think he can get good stuff done without the title, but he was one of the best. So let's maybe give him another shot at the strap, so to say. I really have nothing else to say, like what they can do to improve it. Oh yeah, maybe let someone else run it, or maybe let's let Vince not get mad at Power and rip up a script that the writers worked their ass off on. That would definitely be one thing that they can do to prevent ratings from going down any further. Because all it needs is for Impact, or all it needs is for Impact, or for Ring of Honor, or hell, AEW to pick up Daniel Bryan, and they're done. WWE's done. Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, they're done. Absolutely. Like, it's just like Mortal Kombat. Finish him. Yep. I think. Okay, so this is one of the things that doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. So, Daniel Bryan didn't want to resign with WWE, and I thought this was because he wanted to retire, but now it's being teased that he's going to go to Impact. So that retirement talk just went out the window. So he's a fan. He just got fed the hell up with it. You know, it's okay. But you know what? Being fed up with it is definitely going to be WWE's downfall. NXT is still going to prosper because people love NXT. Hi, Oreo. Hi. Yeah, NXT is still going to prosper whether it's got the WWE brand on it or not, or whether NXT is going to be a separate entity. But personally, that's my opinion. My opinion is that Vince needs to get it straight, let someone else handle the reins, because if they don't, once the 90 days are up, once Daniel Bryan gets out there, because Daniel Bryan was gone on April. So April, May, June, July 17th, he can debut an Impact. And he can change the game forever if he does that. Especially if he brings the Yes Movement over there. Because the Yes Movement is huge. Y'all saw that when the Yes Movement invaded the ring. And yes, I know it was a spot, but still. The Yes Movement is huge. I am a member of the Yes Movement. I did not root for him at WrestleMania, though. I rooted for my boy, the Rated R Superstar. Which, by the way, while we're talking about that, I think one thing that the WWE is doing great is having Edge in it. Edge is one of the greatest success stories because he retired in 2011 and came back in 2020, which is something nobody thought would ever happen. Nobody saw that coming. Not even me. It was like, I was like, well, I would love to see Edge. I would love to see Edge come back. And I didn't think it would actually happen. A lot of people did. A lot of people did. But not me. Why? Was I being negative? Absolutely not. I wasn't being negative. But, you see, Edge had one of those injuries that I never thought he would recover from. And he did. So that's one thing that WWE's doing is as long as they got Edge, they got ratings. They can't keep Edge on all the time because he is older and he is limited capacity type of thing, you know? So they can't keep him on all the time to keep the ratings up all the time. But yeah, Edge definitely being back is huge. Especially winning a Royal Rumble. And that brings me to Randy Orton. How does Edge bring you to Randy Orton? Well, Edge is Randy Orton's like best rival, and vice versa. Randy Orton is known as the Legend Killer. We all know that. But let's look at all the legends he killed thus far. Matt Hardy, he's on AEW. Christian, AEW. Big Show, AEW. And Mark Henry, AEW. So who's going to be next for Randy Orton to send to AEW? Doesn't look like anyone now. He's feuding with the New Day with Matt Riddle, RK Bro. And by the way, while I'm talking about that, let's talk about the only person that Randy Orton cannot beat, and that man is Kofi Kingston. Y'all want to doubt me on that? Okay. Uh, let's see. Randy Orton had 2 shots at the WWE title when he was feuding with when Kofi Kingston was WWE champion. He had 2 shots, lost both shots. He eliminated by Kofi Kingston in the Elimination Chamber. Kofi Kingston beat Randy Orton 2 weeks ago. Kofi Kingston is one of those people that is just incredible. And the fact that Randy Orton can't get over by is just incredible. Incredibly hilarious. Kofi Kingston deserves a WWE Championship shot. And Randy Orton should be nowhere near the picture because we all know how it will turn out. But anyways, guys, that'll do it for me today. I think I discussed everything that I wanted to. If you guys want me to do more weekly stuff like this, then you feel free to let me know. If you haven't already, and I'm asking you why, because I always have fresh, awesome content. I'll give you an example in a minute. Give me a second. Hmm. I can't get that right. Give me a second, guys. I am doing something. Alright. Alright, so where was I going with that? You should definitely subscribe to the channel because I got stuff like this. And I'll enlarge it here. This is just a sample of some of my content. I stream it when I stream whenever I can, but with me working, it's difficult. With me working, it's difficult. I have been dropping a lot of videos lately. Super Mario Maker, Fortnite, Pokemon. I live stream Pokemon, Super Mario Maker. I want to start doing Minecraft. Any other stuff you guys think I would do? I was trying to get another GTA stream going on, but I think I broke it accidentally by resetting the scripts, by doing something with the Simple Trainer, and it won't let me do the Zombie Apocalypse mod. So, yeah, there's that. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Oh, excuse me, I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so no stream, but on Tuesday I'll be streaming. I'm gonna do Minecraft. I'm gonna do Minecraft on my PS4. So yeah, definitely come by. Alright guys, love you guys very much. Peace out. Love yourselves, love each other, love everyone else. And I will see y'all on Tuesday.